Hi everyone, and welcome to the Petrie Party of Four. Like I said, we're gonna do a prepper series that is gonna take some time to do, but we're gonna get there together. But if you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Cheyenne, and I am a wife and a mother to two daughters. We are a big Christian family, and we believe that being prepared is something that, it's a close to home thing. We like to have, extras of this, extras of that. Oh, the lights went out. Where's all the flashlights? We got them all together. Being prepared is not just about a natural disaster. It's also when it comes to family emergencies or a thunderstorm, or, you just need to get out and go. There's all kinds of different emergencies, and everyone's life is different. So not everyone's bags, not everyone's situation, not everyone's list even is going to be the same. So right now I am sitting in the corner of my bedroom. I have a box over here. Whoop, wrong way. I have a box over here that is overflowing with things. Okay, so first things first, you're gonna need a bag. Any kind of bag that you can find in your house, whether it be an old backpack purse, an old carry purse, school bags. I am currently, my daughters, we used these kind of backpacks for like when they went to daycare. So I have a Pokemon one, I've got a Mario one, I've also got a school, like a legit school backpack that I used probably for a couple of years while I was in college, but I cleaned that out. That one's going to be an extra one. My family bought me a legit like survival backpack with all of the amazing pockets, and I cannot wait to fill this up, you all. I have had it over here by my bed staring at me since April, and I'm just like, I'm going to fill you up. It's going to take time, but you are going to be used. Now, my husband actually has a bug out bag in the basement with our stockpile. It needs updated. I made it for him back in 2017 when we first started this journey of learning how to prepare our family, learning how to, buy a few things here and there every now and then. For a couple years, during COVID, we built a house, so we really didn't focus in on that. And with having two little girls, they were under the age of 3 at the time, we weren't completely focused. But with everything going on, this mama needs a peace of mind. So we're going to dig in and we're going to fill these bags up. It's not going to be an overnight thing. That's not going to happen. Financially, that just is impossible in this day and time. But what you can do first, and this is what I have done, is you can go around your house and start accumulating things. Find extras of items. Find, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay? So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to tell you exactly what all I have and what I plan on doing with it. I've also actually made a car box. And I did it a box. One, because I tried the bag and something exploded in the bag. I think it was a bug spray got too hot and it just destroyed the bag completely. So we're going to do a plastic box in there, and I will say it has been amazing, mainly because where it's got a top on it, you can still stack stuff in your trunks. So let's start with first aid. That's where we're going to start because that is where all this is. Now, you can do whatever you want. Obviously, your family, your bags. But my children, they love Looney Tunes. So I went to the Dollar Tree a while back and got some Looney Tune Band-Aids. Each of their bag will have their own box of Band-Aids. But I'm going, and I had these in my craft room, and I was using them for silicone beads. But then I thought, you know, I've got a container for the silicone beads. I'm gonna undo them all. And they're just Dollar Tree pencil boxes. See, just Dollar Tree pencil boxes. They've got a little snap there. And I will turn that into a first aid kit. So this one I put together really quick. We were going somewhere. And I put this together. Where was I going? Cheer practice was starting, and I was like, okay, they're gonna be on the pavement, like major boo-boo series, okay? So I just threw all kinds of different sized Band-Aids in it, and I had a baggie already in the bathroom with Neosporin and Q-tips. So my thought is that as girls under 10, okay, they don't need to have like a suture kit or, you know, big rolls of gauze or anything, you know, giant like that. They don't need scissors. They just need what they know how to work with. And Band-Aids, Neosporin, and Q-tips is something that they do know how to work with. I will also add, see, and this is where your pen and paper comes in handy. They also know how to work with hydrocortisone cream, anti-itch cream. So I will add that to my list to get for the girls' bags. Okay. And I have more of these in my basement. And I may even, you know, find more use of them during this series than what I do down there. So we've talked about Band-Aids. I also got the Flex Fabric Band-Aids from Dollar Tree as well, $1.25, while they're still $1.25. I do like the fabric ones a little better. Sometimes they're a lot easier to work with. I got a thing of triple antibiotic cream from there as well. I know that I have 2 extras in the bathroom closet, so I can grab those. But I always like to grab at least 5 items, or I guess $5. So about 4 items of things from the Dollar Tree to put back in our prepping stuff. This is one thing that I actually didn't have any of. It's alcohol prep pads. You know, in case you get scratched up and you need to wipe that down really quick. That is something that there's 100 of them in here. That is something that you can separate and you can put into making your own first aid kits. Yes, you can buy them pre-made. That's completely up to you. That's fine. But again, are you going to have a 3-year-old or a 5-year-old or an 8-year-old or a 7-year-old carrying around a giant first aid box that they don't need half the stuff that's in it because they don't know how to use it properly? So think about that whenever you're working in on this. Another thing I grabbed was some gas relief pills. Now, I was very skeptical if these would work or not. However, when my husband had his gallbladder taken out in April, these were handy. So I went ahead and grabbed an extra one. These are actually going to go into my car kit, and I will grab more for our bags. But these are really, do they taste the best? No. But is everything going to taste great? No. But it gets the job done. So that's a good thing to have as well. Now, something along with hygiene is they have these kits. For $1.25, you get a fold-up toothbrush and a thing of toothpaste. Are these toothpaste, are they going to be my kid's favorite? No. I have one daughter who absolutely loves the mint taste, but I have one who does not like mint, does not like watermelon, does not like strawberry. She's very picky. We're still trying to find her favorite toothpaste, but when we do, we'll know. But for $1.25, getting a toothbrush and toothpaste, and they're all different colored. I did get the girls matching pink ones, but they had orange, pink, blue, and green. But I went ahead and grabbed them those. I actually think, no, one of those pink ones is going in mine. My youngest daughter loves the Ninja Turtles, and Michelangelo is her favorite. So you also want to think about comfort whenever you're making these bags. And I thought, you know, she would like an orange toothbrush because she likes Michelangelo. So that is why she is getting the orange one. But you want to think of things that are going to make them feel comfortable, because kids are they're going to be scared. You know, it's not just something that is a scary time for us adults because we don't know the uncertainties, but it's a scary time for the kids because they don't know what is going on. They can't comprehend things as easy as us. I have one hydrocortisone cream that will go into my bag. And I found, this is something I also got from the Dollar Tree. It's 110 assorted sizes. So instead of paying $1.25 for 100 Band-Aids, I'm paying $125 for 110 Band-Aids of all kinds of different sizes. There's 50 like regular ones, 25 smaller ones, and then 35 of the almost the size of butterfly ones. But I don't know if you can see that very well. But for $1.25, this is really good. I actually keep one in my car right in the car door of the driver's side. That is something that I will take a tour around my car just to show you kind of like where you can stash things. So that was a good one to get. Let's see. Tissues. I keep at least 2 of these packs in my car, or in my purse. Excuse me. In my purse. And my girls go through tissues. We've got allergies all around this house. So, 1 for each of their bags. Let's see. I've got all kinds of different stuff in here. And then, yes, these are My Little Pony, but you know what? When you're walking around your house and you have these, you're gonna stick them in your bags. That's just what's gonna happen. And your husband can look at it and think, oh, my children love My Little Pony. So another thing that is going in mine and my husband's bag is cold and flu pills. Now you want to look at expiration dates, and this one is a few months outdated, but that's okay. They're pills. They can go a little longer than expiration date, I would think. I'm not a doctor, I don't know that. But it is a good idea to have cold and flu medications in your bags, because if you don't know the circumstances that you're gonna be in. Another thing we have is ibuprofen. This one is a Walmart bottle. You can get bottles at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 still. When I went the other day, shelves were pretty empty. So, and I'll actually go back probably tomorrow or another day and do a better medical haul. Now this is something completely strange I can't believe we found at the Dollar Tree. I don't know if people call them Oompa Loompas everywhere, They're omeprazoles or heartburn medications. We found a 14 count for $1.25. So I grabbed a couple, and those will be perfect to go into your bug out bags. Let's see. Also, another thing to think about is cough drops. My kids and husband, their favorite is the cherry Lodens. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, but that's their favorite. And I have multiple bags in the medicine cabinet. I need to grab some out and, you know, make them a little bag of them. But I am very picky. If I can taste the medicine in it, I don't want it. Like, no. Especially if it's cherry or grape. No. No. So one that I have found is creamy strawberry flavor. It's the Halls brand. Now, if you've ever had the strawberry cream savers, that's what these remind me of. So I am all about that. I love a cream saver. You are also, you know, soap. We all like the smell of this soap. It works. We're good. It's an antibacterial, so, you know, Dial is one of the best ones to keep around. They are still packaged together. I don't even remember when I bought these, but soap never goes bad. Like, as long as you keep it in a airtight container that, like, mice can't get into, because, you know, they eat soap. I didn't know that for the longest time. I didn't think, oh, they're not going to eat that. You know, that's gross. Why would they go to something that, you know, doesn't smell like rotten food? But no, they'll go to soap. So, you know, there's a little snippet of how much I pay attention to things. But that is a really good thing to have in hand. Now we're going to talk more shelter type. I don't really have a lot for shelter at the moment, but I did find ponchos. I found kid ponchos, which I will probably put those in their bag, as well as getting two bigger ones for them. That just so, you know, because you're going to want to update your bag. But if for some reason they can wear the kid poncho, but you can use the big one as a tarp of some sort, that would be amazing. Also, something else to think about is paracord. So this one I got from the Dollar Tree a couple years back. Obviously I've never opened it, so it is brand new, but when you're making a shelter or you need to tie up your bag off the ground so that an animal does not get into it, or if you need to, you know, just keep something together, that is something good to have in your bag as well. Now we're going to talk about light. I found a ton of these on clearance a couple years back. I think they were like $1. I'm not even kidding. They are Ozark Trail mini headlamps. They don't even, I don't know if you can tell, but they don't even have the thing pulled. So the battery is still fresh. I had an extra couple in the basement, and I even pulled it to see everything's good. It comes open like this, so it is adjustable if you need to, like, you know, put it a different way or whatever, but it'll fit on your head. It'll work for light. Also, something I found for the kids on clearance a while back are glow-in-the-dark whistles. So it's a glow stick, but it's a built-in whistle. So not only that blue one, you can see it really well. So not only do they have a form of light, but they also have a form of sound to let you know where they are, or, you know, just to keep them entertained if that's what they need. However, I do say that unless, like, if you're out in the middle of the woods, I wouldn't use it unless you absolutely had to, just because you don't know what kind of creatures would be around that would come to you. But if you like hear people around you and you need help, this will help you find your kids. So that's one thing. Also, matches. Now, no, these are not going in my kids' bags. They are not familiar with how to use these yet. I do also have some lighters in the basement that I will put in our bags. Again, train your kids before you put things in your bag, or their bag at least. So that is one thing that you'll need to look at too. Also, we had a gamer birthday party a while in April, and they came with we did little gift bags, but they came with these drawstring bags. You know, they're not too big, but I mean, that fits in it perfect. So that could be something that you may even start accumulating things and putting them in each bag. Like, I can go through here and say, oh, hey, tissues. Oh, hey, toothbrush. Oh, we need Band-Aids? Okay. What else is down here that needs to go in their bag? Anti-itch cream? Cool. Triple biotic? Cool. That's the start of their bag. Now, or headlamp? Got it. Poncho? Got it. But that's just some examples that you can use those kind of things for. So you don't have to go out and buy all of the different kind of safety and survival things that are necessary all at one time. You can do it gradually. That's completely fine. So in this series, this is day 1. I don't know how many days this is going to take us to do, but we're going to walk this journey together. So I encourage you to go through your house and see what you have extras of that are non-perishable. Do you have extra medicines that you can stick back and put it in something? Do you have an extra, bar of soap that you're gonna need, or an extra thing of Band-Aids, or cough drops? Yeah, they're still in good date. But different things like that. I encourage you to go through and find the extra bags, or school is in session right now. So, well, almost back to school sales are happening right now. So it would be a perfect time to go look for a clearance backpack or a bag of some sort. If you don't have one, I did see at the Dollar Tree that they have bags for about $5, backpacks. Is that ideal? No. Would it work? Possibly. I guess it just depends on what you put in your bag and how heavy you're going to make it. But if you're, you got a 6-year-old, so you're not going to put much in it as far as like heavy wise, but it could get there. So just be mindful of what you're choosing to put in your bag and what is going to benefit your family the most. I am so blessed that you came and sat with me through all of this and my chaos of just my little bitty group. I look forward to making these bags with you. I would love to know what all you would put in your bag, or give me an idea of something that you would like to do in yours, or for your family, or different things if you would like to see different things. I'm just really glad that you decided to stop by. So I can't wait to see you in day 2. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Bonus clip, I forgot. I also have card games. You got to keep your kids distracted. So that's something else we're going to talk about too, is giving them a fun game on bag that will have a deck of cards, or this came out of an Arby's kids meal. Apples to apples. On the go. Super simple thing like that. I know like Chick-fil-A sometimes has little boxes of card games and different, just small different little toys that could potentially become a lifesaver. So we're going to also go through the Dollar Tree and the Walmart and different places, and we're going to find things like this to keep our children busy.